Hello everybody, Stark here, and welcome to my custom Marvel Disney Plus CMF Series 3 video. That was a mouthful. But anyway, a few months ago, I made a custom Series 2 to the official Marvel minifigure series that LEGO came out with. And in that video, I made the minifigures that I would have liked to see in a Series 2 based on WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and What If. But since then, you guys came up with other really great ideas for characters you wanted to see, so I thought I'd use LEGO Ninjago fans' idea to just make a Series 3 based on your suggestions. I couldn't pick all of them because I still wanted to stick to 3 minifigures from each show, but if I did pick your idea, I'm going to give you a shout out. So anyway, let's get started. Starting with the first Marvel Disney Plus show, WandaVision, we have Billy Maximoff in his Halloween costume. Thank you to Jeffrey Miller for suggesting him. His hair is Jay's from Ninjago, and his head is Neville's from Harry Potter. That torso is Harry Potter's from the first Harry Potter advent calendar, but backwards and with dark blue hands, and then his legs are just plain black short ones. He also has a short red cape. For his accessories, he has a trick-or-treat bucket and a translucent blue power burst. Next up is Tommy Maximoff in his Halloween costume, thanks to Jeffrey Miller for also suggesting him. His hair is from Madame Hooch, and his head is Ian's from the Padawan Menace DVD. His torso is Frozone's from the second Disney CMF series, but I replaced the hands with light nougat ones, and then his legs are Batmites from the DC CMF series. His accessories are a chocolate bar piece and a lightning build, similar to the one from Jay Garrick from the DC CMF series. And lastly, for WandaVision, we have quote-unquote Pietro Maximoff, thanks to Azzy for suggesting him. His hair is Garmadon's from Ninjago, and his head is Joey Tribbiani's. That torso is from Mutt Williams from Indiana Jones, and his legs are Harry Potter's from the second Harry Potter CMF series. His first accessory is that tile from the Central Perk set to represent his headshot, which of course would be a new print if this was a real CMF series. And his second accessory is a dog piece to represent Sparky. I know they don't interact, but they were both featured in the same episode, so I thought it was appropriate. First up for Falcon and the Winter Soldier is Lamar Hoskins, aka Battlestar. His hair is Nakia's from Black Panther, and his head is Finn's from Star Wars. His torso is from Crossbones from Civil War, which I like because the pattern on the front kind of resembles the pattern on his vest from the show. You could also just use Barbara Gordon's vest from the Lego Batman movie. Anyway, his arms and hips are from Captain Carter from the first Marvel CMF series. I did replace the hands on the torso with black ones though, and then his legs are an ACU Troopers from Jurassic World. His accessories are 2 gun pieces. Next up is Carly Morgenthau. Her hair is Merida's from Brave, and her head is Gabby Gabby's from Toy Story 4. Her torso is from Joyce Byers from Stranger Things, and her legs are Ron Weasley's from the second Harry Potter CMF series. Her accessories are a foot soldier's head from TMNT to represent her Flag Smasher mask, as well as a syringe to represent a dose of Super Soldier Serum. And lastly here from Falcon and the Winter Soldier is Ayo. Her head is Storm's from X-Men, and she's also using Tin Man's bow tie piece but backwards. That torso is Nakia's, but I replaced the arms with Deadshot's, and then her legs are from Darth Revan. I also gave her the Captain America shield piece and a spear piece. Moving right along to Loki, we have Renslayer with Miss Minutes. Her hair is Ray's, and her head is Barbara Gordon's from the Lego Batman movie. Her torso and leg pieces are from James Potter, but I replaced the hands to match the head. Miss Minutes is made up of a dark orange droid torso, dark orange droid arms, as well as a dark orange round plate. She's also using 2 eye tiles and 2 white quarter circle pieces to represent her smile. And then her legs are from an alien minifigure from an older space set. If this was a real CMF series, LEGO would probably make a whole new mold for her, but hey, I gotta work with what I have. Next up is President Loki. Thank you to this person for suggesting him. Sorry, I don't really know how to say your name. This minifigure is just using the classic Loki helmet, but underneath it is the Loki head from the first Marvel CMF series. His torso is Lupin's from the old Shrieking Shack set, but I replaced the arms with Lloyd's from the Lego Ninjago movie. I also removed one of the hands for obvious reasons if you've seen the show. And then his legs are just plain dark green ones, but I replaced the hips with the Thespians from CMF Series 8. He's also using Flitwick's tails piece from the first Harry Potter CMF series. His accessory is Alligator Loki, but I gave him a helmet build, which I've seen quite a few people use on Instagram. I'm not really sure who did it originally though. Lastly for Loki, we have He Who Remains. His hair is from T'Challa Star-Lord, and his head is from the Gotham City Police blister pack. That torso is Anaconda Fars from the Clone Wars with Batgirl's arms from the Lego Batman movie and reddish brown hands. His legs are from Kingsley Shacklebolt, and he has a dark purple cape. He's also holding an apple piece for an accessory, as well as a dark bluish gray statue to represent the miniature version of himself he uses to explain his backstory. And finally, we have the What If minifigures, starting with Party Thor. Thank you to Cole Puckett and 302, and then I don't really know how to say the rest of your name, sorry about that, but thank you to you guys for suggesting him. His hair is Thor's from the Avengers video game sets, and his head is Victor Crumb's from Harry Potter. That torso is Killmonger's from Black Panther, but it's flipped backwards, and I replaced the arms with Wonder Woman's from the first DC CMF series. His legs are Spider-Man's from the No Way Home Vulture set, and he's using a red cape. His accessories are Mjolnir and a butterbeer piece from Harry Potter. Here is Infinity Ultron. Thank you to It's Andre 4, Altoran Does Stuff, and Capt Macy, sorry if I mispronounced any of your names, for suggesting him. And strap in because this guy uses a lot of pieces. His helmet piece is from one of Ultron's Sentry drones, and underneath it is Vision's head. His neck piece, torso, and legs all come from Ultron from the Age of Ultron Hulkbuster set. I replaced the arms with 2 of Benny's arms from the Lego Movie 2, and I gave him dark bluish gray claw pieces for hands. His shoulder armor piece is from Wrecker from the Bad Batch, but backwards. I don't really like the skull printing, but it's not too noticeable if you're looking at the minifigure from the front. That tile piece there is from the Thanos Brickhead. He's also using Scarlet Witch's cape from the Marvel CMF series, and he's holding a weapon that's made up of a gunmetal gray lightsaber hilt and 2 dark bluish gray spear tip pieces. And lastly, here is the Watcher in his battle armor. Thanks again to It's Andre 4 for also suggesting him. His head, collar, and cape pieces come from the official Watcher minifigure. His torso and leg pieces are Icarus's from the Eternals, but I replaced the arms with the robot's arms from Vidya, and I gave him gold hands. His shoulder armor is from the Conquistador from CMF Series 8, and then for his accessories, he has 2 translucent blue Power Blast pieces. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for videos I should make in the future, please let me know down below and I'll give you a shout out if I use your idea. Anyway, come back this Saturday for my next Hawkeye video. See you then.